Hey everyone, it's Daniel from ppcdan.net and I'm back with another case study. In this video, we're going to actually talk about what funnel validation means. It's also called proof of concept, just a fancy way of saying can you build a funnel that's going to attract leads, appointments, and sales? So before we dive in, let's talk about how most businesses launch their campaigns. And here's the typical process. Everyone's excited. Even myself, when I was launching all these different lead generation strategies. We want to jump in there. We want to take over the market. We want to crush the competition and we want to win. And what we quickly find out is that it's not working out so well and we're getting hits, right? We're getting a Mike Tyson hook from the left, a Mike Tyson hook from the right. It doesn't feel so good. We fall to our knees. We're wondering what in the world went wrong. So in this video, we're going to talk about the right way to launch a campaign. So in this campaign that we're looking at right now, this is a perfect example of instant success. It's that perfect scenario where everything worked out just perfectly at the right moment. There is no bumps at all. So let's talk about it right now. Um, Okay, campaign status. It's on all, so you see all the campaigns. This campaign was created, but it never was launched. You see 0 impressions. No one ever saw it. No one ever clicked on it. And here's that campaign that I launched for this client of mine. This was test number 1, as you can see over here. And we're going to go to all-time stats so you can see all the impressions and the clicks. We're not picking a time frame where it looked really good. I'm just showing you the entire thing, okay? So here it is. When this campaign was launched back in January 2021, we drove 300 clicks and got 27 conversions. That's a very good response for like an instant launch. What we noticed was things were looking good. We got the leads, we got some appointments, we got some sales. The proof of concept of that funnel validation was kind of established. It wasn't profitable, right? It wasn't profitable, but it was established. It can work. So what we decided to do was let's double it up. So we moved over to 700 clicks, and from 700 clicks, we got 69 conversions. This is the right way to do it. Now, we're not being aggressive. We're not trying to take over the entire market. What we're trying to do next is to bump the traffic up a little bit just to see what it can look like and kind of like put the team into a rhythm of connecting with these leads, jumping on those appointments, showing the demos, and closing the deals. And that's what we did in the month of February, in March, and in April. If you notice, the amount of clicks that we generated more or less was the same. It was 719 clicks in February, 727 clicks in March, and 788 clicks in April. But the conversions are getting higher and higher, from 69 to 98 to 109. And that's because we're optimizing the account and we're making it better. Now, while I'm making things better on my end, on the Google side of things, their team is making things better on their end, right? Again, back to what we said earlier, taking the leads, scheduling appointments, and closing deals. It's important to stay at the same level, right? To keep acquiring 700 clicks in our case, right? Other businesses could have a different level, but we're trying to get ourselves rooted. We're trying to get grounded. We're trying to build a foundation. And it's actually going well. In the month of May, it's May 16th right now, but we're in the middle of the month of May. We've already got 400 clicks and 59 conversions. So chances are we're going to beat our record from the previous months, and that's fantastic. Very soon we're going to start scaling up again. Probably going to push it to like 1,500 clicks a month, and checking if that's probably going to get us about 150, maybe 180 leads. That's how you grow. You don't just keep skyrocketing higher and higher. You stay at a certain level for a few months, then you scale up. Stay there for a few months and scale up. That's the right way to grow. It's not overwhelming and it's an easy flow. And it just happened to be that it was a perfect scenario in this case. But again, I do want to tell you that I want to bring you to earth, right? I want your toes to feel the dirt. I want you to feel that cold water when you like jump into a pool that first time. That's not the way it works for most businesses. It just doesn't. Most businesses have to launch about, I would say, 4 to 8 tests to build a very successful funnel. Not just a couple of leads here and there, but a successful funnel that's going to be a game changer, just like in this case. In fact, I'd probably say it's more like 5 to 10 tests. See, that doesn't sound pretty, and no one's ever going to talk about it, because if you saw an ad somewhere, you're looking for an agency or a freelancer to launch a campaign for you, and you see an ad that says, "Are you ready to spend money and launch 5 to 10 tests until you succeed?" That doesn't sound fun. But that's the reality of it, all right? So let's jump into a campaign. This is what most campaigns look like. Right, so I've highlighted the four first tests, because this campaign was a success on the fifth test. But look what happened in the first four tests. 127 clicks. It was actually a long landing page test. One conversion. It was $1,000, $227 for a lead. The conversion rate was 0.79%. This was terrible, terrible results. We said, you know what, let's try to launch a short landing page, because we saw that the landing page interactions were very good. People were clicking, they were watching the video, they were engaging. So we thought to make the page a little bit shorter, see if that would help. It didn't help. The shorter page did not help at all. Anyway, we just continued testing. We made a new plan for test number 3, and that actually worked out well. It had 40 clicks, 3 conversions, 7% conversion rate, and we're paying $384 for a lead. I know some of you, probably your eyes are popping out of your head. How in the world can they afford $384 leads? And well, nobody wants to pay that amount. But in this particular niche, when you get a client, you got a client. It's thousands upon thousands of dollars in sales, so it's worth it on their end. But the cost per lead doesn't matter so much, because what matters is how much money you make from each lead. But that's not the point of this call. It's beyond the scope. Let's continue focusing on what we're trying to relate here. When test number 3 was a success, we decided to introduce A/B testing for test number 4, and things kind of went south. Long story short, we kind of took the best of what we did in test number 3 and a safer way to split test, and it ended up working out very well. Then we finally build a funnel that has 9.83% conversion rate, and the cost per lead is the lowest it's been for them so far, and we had 17 conversions, even 1 phone call. Was not pretty, right? Doesn't look good, doesn't look fancy, but this is how it's done. And the best part about now is that the entire team is excited, because we have a 75% response rate, right? It's turning into appointments, and pretty soon we're going to find out if it's turning into sales. If it is, it's going to follow the process of that previous campaign. Once that proof of concept is established and we can get appointments and sales, then we're going to take this campaign, we're going to scale it up to a certain level. I don't know yet, but we're going to scale it up to a certain level, stay there for 3 to 4 months, get rooted, get grounded, build a rhythm, ride that wave, and get a better outcome. So it's like night and day, these campaigns, right? One of them was like an instant success. That's what everyone wants, and this one was that struggle. But this is life, and this is the process most marketing campaigns need to go through. Again, it's called proof of concept, funnel validation. Go ahead and even Google it. If you want to talk about it more and go through like what it takes to build one of these campaigns, or what's involved for the funnel validation process, you can reach out. It'll probably be a lot faster than running around and trying to find a blog post on the internet. In any case, if this looks like something you're ready for, go ahead and reach out. There should be a link somewhere around here. Thanks for watching.